What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Alright, I'm still in Zimbabwe. I'm in a hotel, hence why you cannot see my face. Apologies for you that know. I didn't carry my camera with me, and I'm recording this right now off my MacBook, so the quality is not great. Hence why you're only seeing pictures. Look, Keith Thurman. It's difficult for me to criticize Keith Thurman. This is the guy that has had some great fights. I mean, Danny Garcia, great fight. Sean Porter, great fight. Even when you go back, Luis Collazo, great fight. So I don't want to pick on him right now, but unfortunately, I've got to. Keith calls himself one-time Thurman, and as rightly been said right now, they're calling him sometime Thurman. This is a guy that's been out with a hand injury. And look, I get that. Look, hand injuries in boxing are dangerous. They are your tools. You got to make sure you recoup them to the best of your ability. But we give him a warm-up fight. He can have that. Have a warm-up fight, Keith Thurman. You can get that. Have a warm-up fight in March or April. You said you're going to take on Vargas, which is a tough one. But then, no excuses. You've got to go and roll the dice with Errol Spence in what? September, October. That's fair. Keith Thurman has said, hell no, I don't want to do that. Why am I going to do that? Me and Errol Spence are not getting it on into 2019. And this is the problem with boxing right now. We want to see the big matchups. We want to see the best fight the best. Errol Spence wants that fight. He's been begging for that fight. Keith Thurman's like, Now, if Keith Thurman said, look, okay, I don't want to fight Errol Spence. I don't want to fight any of the top guys. Just give me a couple warm-ups. I would have said, you know what, Keith Thurman? You deserve them. You've had Danny Garcia and Sean Porter in your last couple of fights. I'll give you a couple of warm-ups. He has put himself in it for me because he said, you know what, maybe I'll fight Sean Porter in 2018. Maybe I'll fight Danny Garcia in 2018. So basically, what you're trying to tell me, Keith, is you don't want to fight Spence, but you're happy to fight the number 2 and number 3 ranked of Garcia and Porter. That, my friend, is a duck. And I hate this ducking thing right now. Sean Porter recently said he doesn't want to fight Errol Spence because of some bloody IBF ruling, which is a load of BS. Danny Garcia says, you know what, let Keith Thurman and Errol Spence fight and I'll fight the winner. And now we have Keith Thurman, the unified champ, the WBC and WBA champion, saying, you know what, not yet, 2019. If I'm a boxer, and I boxed a bit back in my day, look, I wasn't the greatest, but I'd done a bit of sparring, I'd done a bit of pad work, I'd done a bit of amateur boxing. I would never admit to another fighter I don't want to fight him. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't do it. Already I'm giving that guy confidence that guy knows that I'm the king. Errol Spence is probably walking around right now feeling about 10 feet tall because he's thinking everyone is ducking me and they're ducking me for a reason. Is it the sparring wars? Did I look too good against Kell Brook? Did I just destroy Lamont Peterson too easy? I don't know what's going on, but this is embarrassing. And I said it the other day, guys. I said that GGG is no longer the boogeyman of boxing. Errol Spence has that title, hands down. I don't think, in the history of watching boxing, I can't think of a fighter where number 2, number 3, and number 4 said, don't fancy it yet. This is embarrassing, and they've got to do something about it. Thank God they're both signed to Al Heyman. I'm sure Al's going to get involved and say, look, Keith, you need to fight him. Because you do need to fight. One thing I do agree with Keith Thurman, the fight needs to be built up. I've said this before, the fight needs to be big. It needs to be promoted well, because both of these guys want millions. And I understand, I think it is a pay-per-view fight. I think both should get millions. If the fight happens right now, unfortunately, the fight doesn't generate millions. The casuals don't really know who Errol Spence is, and they definitely don't know who Keith Thurman is. So I get to an extent it needs to be built up. But I'm sorry, they're both on Showtime. Showtime can build the fuck out of this fight quickly, if they really wanted to. Keith Thurman, you've got to fight Errol Spence this year, or my friend, you are going in the basement, the boxing basement, and you are never, ever coming out again. Guys, what do you think? Let me know. Peace.